All right, listen up, y'all. I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years in the inner city, so don't even think about messing with me.
How do you get better at something? Practice, right? The more you do something, the better you get at it because you start to develop muscle memory. Well, it's more complex than that because it hasn't got much to do with your muscle memorizing anything, but it has got everything to do with your brain. Now, if you want to understand more on this subject and how the routine I'm about to show you uses these methods, links are in the description below. And FYI, if you're here from my previous videos, you should totally check them out, by the way. I'm still going to be doing those, but I wanted to try something different. I wanted to help myself and you,
the people,
by taking you on a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement with some experimental average player advice from me. So yeah, briefly, your brain sends electrical signals to your muscles so that you can move, eat, play games, etc. Now the paths that these signals are sent down, they're called axons, and they aren't the most optimal. Think of them like a dirt path, right? When you practice, the myelin in your central nervous system that's wrapped around your axons gets thicker, preventing information loss and actually sends the signals quicker too. So basically, when we practice, we're essentially turning our dirt paths.
Yeah, I know, I heard it exactly when I said it.
We're turning our paths into information highways from your brain to your muscles, so we can press buttons quicker and react faster. But hours of practice alone won't make you better. Quality of practice is very important too. Now, if you take anything away from this video, please let it be this. Practicing something, good or bad, makes it easier to do the good or bad thing that you've been doing. If you spend more time eating bad food than you do good food, you're gonna be better at eating, you guessed it, bad food. So if you're like me and you spend too much time lazily playing patrol and not enough time in high attentive activities like raids, GM nightfalls, trials, you already know what you're going to be better at. Now, there are plenty of aim training videos and games out there, and if you can, you should totally check them out because they will help you so much. However, I haven't seen an in-game training routine, let alone an in-game aim trainer, and that's where this video comes in. Over the next at least 4 videos, I'm going to be putting myself through training routines that I will monitor over the next 4 weeks. This is a routine I hope you'll be able to follow, and you can make your own adjustments as we all have different time commitments. So the first thing is we need to prime our brain to start learning. Exercise has been proven to help us learn more effectively, it boosts your mood, and provides more focus for your brain to take in information more easily. We don't need to do a crazy amount of exercise, but we do need to increase our heart rate. For 30 minutes, I'm going to either dance, squat, run on the spot.
That wasn't supposed to rhyme.
And do push-ups. You can do whatever you feel comfortable with, but the goal is to increase our heart rate. Next, we need to switch off all distractions as much as possible because they do hinder our progress in learning and practicing. So phone on silent if you can, or have it face down as to not be tempted by notifications, and close all unnecessary tabs on your computer. Load into the Last Wish raid and go to the wishing wall. If you don't know how to get to the wishing wall, I will show you. This is going to be where we shoot stuff. We're going to be treating the wishing wall like the targets you see in aim trainers. Now, I've come up with a couple of patterns to simulate different situations in Destiny. I'd recommend using different gun types to help you with your familiarity. For example, if you want to get better at sniping, use a sniper on some of the patterns I'm going to show you. Also, don't worry about if you run out of ammo, it will replenish after a while. Now, you're only allowed to use your aiming control stick, not your movement control stick. We'll focus on that in another video. Now, I'm only going to be using these blue weapons because everybody should have access to them, but use what you feel. So those are the patterns that I've come up with. There's only about 6 of them. Again, you will gradually get better. Don't think that, oh, I'm so bad.
Think, oh man, I've got so much more to learn.
And I will get better. Having that kind of mindset will help you a hell of a lot. And you're speaking to a person that's very self-deprecating. So yeah, I'm trying to get that mindset as well. But we will get better. We will get good at the game. So now, after doing all of that practice, we're going to throw ourselves into a game of Crucible. 1 game of Crucible to total up for the half an hour to make sure that we nurture what we've just learned. Now, you can have whatever time frame you want, but after you've exercised, usually you're this kind of focused state of learning for about 2 hours, they say. Obviously, there's lots of research that comes into it. So yeah, you can go into a couple of games if you want. I'm going to go into 1 game because, again, everybody has different time constraints, and I have the time constraint of being a parent, which is all the time. So we're going to go into a game of Crucible now, and we're going to see how we do. Well, that was a terrible game, and this is why we're practicing. This is exactly why we're practicing. Well, with that being said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I will be doing this every single day, so we're going to test it out. We're going to see how it goes. So tune in next week for the continuation of this, but I will be talking about movement next time, which is also very, very important. So we'll be continuing class next week. Tune in, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks. Take it easy. Bye.